Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. More Billy Bolt. We're on episode 5 now. I feel like you just should start be getting the hang of what's going on. Bills reacts round 7 of the Super Enduro World Championship. As usual, I'm assuming most of you know how it went. If you don't, go and watch the main channel. You'll understand a little bit more about me and what we do. If you're thinking, what's going on with you, Billy? You're looking rough. All will be revealed in this weekend's vlog. It's been quite the week. Wasn't that exciting really, but all will be revealed in Sunday's vlog. Anyway, without further ado, we've got youth and prestige races this week. No junior, do apologise, but shout out to Mark Fernandez, who was the junior world champion for this year. And don't have anything else to say. Let's crack on with the action. I'm assuming this is race 1 of the youth. I haven't actually watched this. All has put together some, well, all of what we're about to see. So shout out Ollie, OB Media. Let's get on with the show. Oh, straight in with the action in the kids' class. Gets up. Oh my god. Actually, this happened. Did this happen? Yeah, this was after my first race, and then I quickly logged in on my phone, and I actually did watch a couple of laps of this race just to see how the track was developing. And the 2 laps I seen whilst on my phone in the middle of the, well, in the pits was good. I wanted to look at how the track was developing because it doesn't look it on here, but the ground was so soft and so rutty. But a good track. I actually enjoyed this weekend's track. Putting 125s in Super Enduro is such a good idea. I know I've said it a million times, but look at them. Oh! Oh. I see, right, if there wasn't so much dirt on the front side of that finish line jump, I'm not just referring to these two, but I've seen so many people, practice included, would have died on that finish line jump. Oh my god. Wow. Oh. Fraser Lampkin and Ramon Godino, by the way. I'm getting better with names as well. Fraser won this round and the previous round in Newcastle. I think Ramon had won the other 5 rounds. So, yeah, interesting little battle we have for the future, definitely. But these still, they've changed now. At the start of the race, they were going different lines through that little rhythm corner. Oh, we got lap traffic. Where's the blue flags?
Le reste du pack, il va falloir aussi faire sa place pour ces pilotes à la même trajectoire systématiquement. Et nouveau, à nouveau, le pilote espagnol qui reprend le leadership. Ah ouais, il a fait le trou, il a fait le plus dur. C'est le dernier tour. Oh, la petite faute.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm going to have a little go on that one. I'll try not to do rewinding, but watch his nose bonk. Oh no, not that lap. Next lap. Well held, lad. Gets treacherous, that jump. I don't think we have such a good video of it, but Big Bad Bill had a little moment over there in the final race. There we go, race 2. Wing! Fraser and Ramon again. Oh, man down. Oh, Connor. Another man down. Chaos. It's a fucking pile up. This class is mad. Oh. I don't know who's who between Alfredo's team. I mean, I get it's better for the team to have everyone looking the same, but it makes it awfully difficult for the commentary YouTube channels. Easy win, this looks like it was for Fraser. Is this the last lap? Bet he does a no-footer. Ha! Told you! I honestly didn't even know that was coming. Anyway, right, look, this is me. Let's pay close attention. What happened in the first race again? I think there was minimal drama first race. Well, we're going to find out anyway. Oh no, this happened. Didn't even look bad from that angle. My God, and then that next case was rather heavy, but doesn't look that bad. Survive! What else happened? I think that was a pretty good first race. Yeah, there's this rock corner mess up. I know. On our first race, I got this rock corner really good. That was probably one of my strongest points. And then the next two races, for some reason, it did get a lot slippier, but struggled a little bit in race 2 and 3 in the rock corner. Actually, such a sick track. I mean, I actually enjoyed it a lot whilst riding, but watching it as well, it also works. Often tracks that look good or feel good to ride don't look good. I knew I messed that corner up once. Often tracks that look good don't feel nice to ride, or vice versa. I mean, this was tricky because the dirt was so soft, but there still was an enjoyable layout. It's a really big floor space at this arena. However, I am told that we're going to a different arena in France next year. I don't know if I meant to say that, but I just did. Oh, feet on the pegs. Get up. Oh, Toby. I forgot I actually did that. Rewatch. I have to have a little pause. Look, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the clock go to 0. But the other thing was the finish line at this race was like 5 feet before the actual takeoff of the jump. Hence why I slowed down so early. But yeah, didn't fancy doing that extra lap. It was so hot in there. Like, just off that, my tongue was stuck to the roof of my mouth. Anyway, race 2. Knew I had to try and push through the pack on this start because Johnny was on the front row. As you can see, he's got the whole shot. So I'll have another look at that. Oh, it was. I was about to say, Harry Eddy came and said sorry. For the first corner, but I didn't think it was his fault, but he does actually make a little slip and it blocks the line. I was being semi-ambitious how tight I was going. See there? Comes in on his whack. Bill's front wheel goes in the hole and I was stuck. And I burned my leg. Plaster on, look. Burned my leg trying to get out of that hole. Anyway, I guess it's going to make a better view and a little run through the pack now. What happened? Oh yeah, it's coming back to us. It's coming back to us. I'll not spoil it if you haven't seen what's happening. If you haven't seen what's happening, what you're playing at as well, the live streaming for these races is honestly so cheap. For the whole year, I think it was like 30 or 40 euros for 7 rounds, 3 classes in each. Not going to do the maths off the top of my head, but that's a lot of racing with commentary. No excuse next year. Oh, quad guy. Oh, yeah. Oh, sometimes I impress myself. Oh, nice. That made life easier also. Thanks, Johnny. I like tracks, like when there's big features like that, which you can do, and if you can manage to do consistently, it makes a difference. I think it's like a good feature of a track. Like if you could hit that quad and then still double the tyres, it was hard to do, but if you did do it, it pulled such good time. And like I say, I think when tracks are like that, it's nice. Oh yeah, I forgot I did that. I actually only did this twice all day. If you go double off the tyres, is it double off the tyres, double double? So tyres, single, double, double, and you can double out and watch over the log. I tried it a few times in practice. I only got it good once, and it just so happened that lap, I ended up on that rhythm, and I just thought I'll have a hook at this one. But again, occasionally, I impress myself, and I think, yeah, all that for nothing. Do you know? After the first or second practice, Fabio, the team manager, actually asked us, why am I going so close to the edge of the track, going over them tyres? And the actual answer is, it wasn't really trying to go that close, but the ruts in the bit before that tyres was so like bumpy and horrible, it just kind of pulled you off their edge. And I think, let's do a bit of analysis, because it wasn't at the time, well, I'm still not entirely sure what caused this crash. So going over this first log, I was trying, I mean, I still do a little bit, but ideally I'd like to push my back wheel slightly further left to kind of square off the corner. But that's not the end of the world. It's about a similar position to where I was most laps. I think if we go again, I touched my front wheel on the log quite high. Yeah, I touched my front wheel high, and because I've hit my front wheel on that next log so high, it doesn't push it up. So that was hit high. Therefore, my whole... Oh, this is actually really difficult to explain. I was trying to do some in-depth analysis for you, but basically, I've touched my front wheel too high. Therefore, touching it lower would have meant it's come up more, and then it's easier then to keep my weight to the back, because obviously when you hit an angled log, you want as much weight on the rear of the bike as possible to push the back wheel into the ground to stop the back wheel sliding that way. Because I've hit the front wheel too high, it's meant the front wheel's then gone forward as opposed to up, and then to get the weight down and back through the footrests has then become difficult, and I've been already leaning too far forward. Because the front wheel's going forward, it's gone straight into the next log. If anyone understands what I mean by that, that will be a miracle. But that That's the kind of thing that I'd envisioned from this channel, getting techie like that. Whopper, hit the deck. And Johnny was coming. To be fair, I actually didn't realise, I know you've literally just watched us look around and see where he was, but at the time I didn't realise how close Johnny was, because I was about to say I was still rather unpanicked by this situation. I obviously made a mistake because he's not that close anymore. That's maybe why. Let's have a look at this lap, see if we get a more solid touch of the front wheel. Okay, I've kind of just contradicted myself, because we actually touched the front wheel less, but doing that also meant my weight stayed back. Rather than go forward, touch, then come back again, that time my weight stayed back and then pushed into the log. See if we have another lap to try and redeem myself, to prove I do know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that one was better. That one was better. You're having another look at that one. You ready? Touch, dump of the clutch, push of the feet, all at the same time. Bish, bash, bosh. Oh, Patmo's getting dicey. Oh, can't park there, sir. I was reasonably happy with my starts, to be fair, this weekend, because they've been pretty mediocre this year. We had two decent ones in the first and third race. Ollie was allowed on the floor. The last 2 rounds he's been allowed on the floor for the last race, hence why we're not in the stands. Which, I mean, it gets better shots being on the floor, but you can't really follow the race as well. But there we go, just in case you missed it. Just watch behind the blue flag. You'll see a Billy Bull who thinks he's untouchable hit the deck. So what happened in the last race was, start went well, first lap hit the quad, all went well, second lap hit the quad, all went well, third lap come on, I think it was the third lap, the pit board said plus 10, and I was like, fucking I'm on it here, like I can have a go at this. I said, well, I've already admitted it in the vlog, so I might as well say again, I'm not going to lie, the thoughts that I could lap to second did go through my mind. Because, yeah, like I said, I pulled 10 seconds in 3 laps, I think, something like that. Anyway, I was riding really well. I was hitting the quad every lap. And then, yeah, all come crashing down again. I'm not entirely sure. Well, that's it. We're over. I'll put it back on this one. See my pretty face. I'm not entirely sure the cause of crash, and you couldn't really see from that angle. I know Blobfish also got it. I seen it on his camera afterwards, so when that video comes out, I'll have a look at that. But yeah, so basically hit the deck, got up still in first, but obviously I was pretty like all over the place. My clutch lever was bent completely down, so scrambled around that lap without being able to pull the clutch lever in. Thankfully went over the finish line jump and hit it, and it went back into a usable position. Otherwise it would have been really bad. So, but then anyway, just ticked it off. Front end was really twisted, so I couldn't hit the quad anymore, but was still riding pretty good, to be fair, and finished the race, stayed first. Super Pole 111. Speaking of Super Pole, I don't know whether it's going to be a next upload, but coming soon, I'm going to do all the Super Poles together, reacting to them. I can't even remember what happened at the first few, so I'm quite looking forward to that. And I've got a couple more other ideas. I know I said comment questions and I'll answer them on the last video. Well, I will still go back into them comments and get round to answering them videos at some point. But for now, last round of the Super Enduro season. Bish, bash, bosh. Thanks for watching. More Billy Bolt. Sunday's vlog on the main channel explains a bit more about what's currently happening with me. I'll give you a little clue you can't see. Right, that's all I'm saying here. Right, thanks for watching. See you in a bit. Ta-ra!